I had this revelation this year because for the longest time I have really thought that the great disappointment in my life was the fact that I don't have a family of my own. I'm heterosexual, single, I have no children. I thought, wow, I'm a failure. And then, just this year, I realized that isn't what I fucking thought. That's what married people thought about me. Because you married people are pricks. You bring a judgment when you sit down with single. Every time I am stopped by someone, they inevitably ask, a married couple will be standing here, so are you married? Do you have children? And I go, no. And then they just look sad. Oh, why do you exist? No, and then that's that other look I get from time to time from married people, like that snide little look, like, oh, we know what you do, Mr. Black. You're up early in the morning and you run in the woods and rub your cock on trees. Which is certainly something I've thought about, but I don't know what poison sumac looks like. So I arrived home this past New Year's, and I walked into my apartment alone and stood there for a moment and went, son of a bitch, being single is why I'm happy. Oh wait, what's that sound? Silence. So what I've realized now is the great disappointment in my life actually is this century. The 21st century. This century, whether you've noticed or not, blows chunks. This is not the century I was told it was going to be when I was a kid. Everybody, oh, this 20th century is awful. Wait, the 21st century, it's going to be magnificent. When it arrives, this is the 20th century. I don't know if you've noticed, all over again. Only this time it's in high definition. One of the things that they said was that space travel would be like science fiction now. And it's fiction. We don't have a space program anymore. I can't fucking believe it. One of the few things I liked, not so much exploration, but, shooting shit into the air. The North Koreans have a space program. I don't know what they're shooting up there. I think like washers and dryers and old TVs, but they're trying. You younger members of the audience, you're lucky. You still have a future to look forward to. This is my fucking future! I'm standing in the tunnel and the light is coming right at me. One of the reasons this century hasn't worked out the way it should, part of the fault for that certainly lies with my generation. We're the ones who helped shape this pile of shit. And I love my generation dearly, don't get me wrong. My generation is the generation that was going to change the world, and we certainly have done that. We've managed in our short time here on the planet to just fuck about everything up. And the thing is that the reason it hasn't worked out the way we thought is because when we said we were going to change the world, we were all very young. We were like 16 to 21. When you're that young, you really don't know what you're going to be great at. And it turns out that what my generation is great at is completely antithetical to getting shit done. Because what we're great at greater than any generation before, and I guarantee greater than any generation after. No generation, and I mean no generation, hangs out better than we do. We are the greatest generation to ever just want to sit on a couch. And if you provided us with the proper seating and proper plumbing and brought us whatever nutrition and drinks, drugs, whatever it takes to sustain life in our body, we would sit there until the day we fucking died and talk to you about any goddamn thing you wanted. We don't have to know it. Nuclear physics, son of a bitch, I thought you'd never ask. And then we'll go on to do what we were born to do, which is bullshit. We're magnificent at it. You kids out there, you're interested in facts. That'll serve you in good stead. We never had an interest in facts, which is why things have turned out the way they are. But we were more creative. What do we know about nuclear physics? We know probably neutron, proton, molecule, atom. 4 words. And we'll sit there and go on for hours. Hours. Just weaving tales of nonsense, and we don't have a fuck-all idea of what we're talking about. But we don't care. We just enjoy listening to the sound of our own goddamn voices. And then one of you kids will go, I don't think that's right. I'm going to Google it. And as soon as you do that, you're not hanging out anymore, fucker. You're doing research. And what's amazing is a lot of the times the things you'll look up to see if you're right about is actually the shit we fucking made up.